We are cracking.
That's right. That's right.
Hold
That's
on.
right. What's up, baby girl?
It's not showing up just yet. We might be.
Mm.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay.
Oh boy.
Huh. Let me try
Well,
this.
you let me know.
Well, let's just talk amongst ourselves for a second. How about that?
We will. We
Well,
will,
we might be
man.
live. We might be live right now. I'm just having a
Well,
hard time seeing
we
it.
might. Uh,
We might.
Come on, fellas. We might. Well, you never know. West Cracker GSOA, folks of America. What's going on out there, man?
Well, yep, we are live.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good, man. That's
Yeah.
good. Knocked it out the park.
Yeah.
So,
How's everybody
what's
doing? I hope y'all are having a good time. And
that's right. Hope y'all having a good day. We're just here hanging out, doing us. Figured we'd stop in with you guys and see what's cracking with the world out there, man. You know?
mm-hmm.
I went to committee today, and we'll get into that in a minute. We'll wait for some folks to get involved in the chat room. Fucking, how you doing, babe?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm here. Hanging,
Right.
holding it down, trying to figure out
Holding
what
it
the hell's
down.
going on here. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
I keep the
It's
fort.
Wednesday. We came on early today. Figured we'd get it done. We wanted to hang out with the folks, and got a few good things to talk about today. Boy, my God.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Fuck, man! It's a never-ending thing with these corrupt ass cops and CDCR. So if y'all like hearing about the corruption of CDCR, conditions and confinement, hit the like button, share the video, get the message out, subscribe, hit your notification, get involved in the conversation, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can definitely make a difference. Getting involved, being aware, passing on the information. You never know whose ears it might land in, what difference you might make.
That's right.
Right, babe?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you want to hear about how you as a citizen are being abused in the wallet by taxes and horrible gross tax expenditure, we're gonna show you exactly where you're being robbed and who's robbing you. And you'd be shocked.
You'd be shocked. You would be shocked. So, like we said, man, share the videos with a friend or two. Pass the word around. Spread the message about how your tax dollars are being abused and spent recklessly, haphazardly, and everything else that comes with it. It's being used to torture people, violate laws, violate rules of CDCR, and it's being painted up with a paintbrush to make you think they're actually doing something of meaning, of significance, and they're not. So,
no, well,
don't get bamboozled.
Not significant to anyone but their own greedy ways.
Right. Yep. So, but yeah, man, that's what's going on.
So wait. I would say if you're new here and you have not heard us before, I'm here at home.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And Brant's here calling in from solitary confinement prison cell in California.
In CSP Sacramento, also known as New Folsom. Had solitary confinement unit.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been I've been in solitary confinement for 9 years on this one, and 27 years total altogether out of 31. So, it's been a long time for me, man, and I'm still in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
And by what they told me today at my committee, I had a committee today. Yeah, you guys are going to trip when I tell you what they said, man. So, the policy goes, we go to committee every 90 days when you're stuck in the hole. Every 3 months, we have a committee hearing called Initial Classification Committee, ICC for short. And we go in there, and it's already decided what they're going to do with you in your program before you even go in. So you don't really have a say at all, They don't give a fuck what you got to say.
No,
so
especially
today, I kind of knew what was going to happen. Huh?
Especially not you.
Yeah, especially not me. I'm their most hated. They hate me the most. So I went in there today, baby girl and folks, and they said, "Oh, you're back in federal custody until your little issue's done and over with, and we'll see you back in 90 more days. You're staying here in the hole." And I threw up in their face. I told them about these memorandums they keep placing on the tablets from the warden, Jason Schultz. 5 or 6 in the past 7 months, saying he's going to help each individual, each prisoner. He's dedicated to helping us have a better, successful chance of rehabilitation, and that life on the outside is all possible if we wanted to. And he's dedicated to helping us rehabilitate. So I asked the committee, well, how are you guys going to help me do all that? And they just laughed about it and thought it was a joke, And
that's so wrong.
Basically said it's all right. They basically said it's all crap. So then I tell them, well, I've been in the whole 9 years, and that's a violation of the law, which states I can't be in the hole longer than 5 years. And they're like, oh well, whatever, who cares? That's their attitude, And they go, you'll never see another main line. You're not going to main line. We had you out the door, going to that unit in Corcoran. And I said, well, you're taking my only rehabilitation I got. And they didn't care. They don't give a fuck. And they go, well, when you're done with your court, you're out of here. You're going down to Corcoran. And I was like, well, it seems like you guys are trying to tie my hands or trying to get me to do something stupid. And they just, it's all a joke to them, right? They don't give a damn about my rehabilitation. Because I'm not one of their pets. I'm not one of their pet inmates, And so, it's just, like, as I was leaving, I spoke with one of the cops, and he said, man, everything's already determined before you went in there. I heard him talking about it.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And they already decided, like, they don't even care what you got to say. They don't care what, anything you bring to the table on it, whatever evidence you got to help you out, they didn't even care, man. So, and they said that if my deal goes away from the feds, and I go, I got to have a trial, that it could take another 2 or 3 years for a trial probably, and I'll sit right here in the fucking hole. They go, you're not going to a main line, you'll sit right here in the hole. You're not going nowhere. So we had you out the door, but the feds and your attorneys pulled some fucking move, and you'll sit here in the hole. another 4 or 5, 3, 4 years, whatever. You're not, that's how that's going to go. I said, so much for your rehabilitation, huh? They go, well, and what they're trying to do is trying to force people in. They're trying to force people into a reaction, right, to getting off. They're trying to force people into violence. And then they tell you, oh, well, you're doing good. Doing good what? Sitting in a cell for year after year after year? Where are you at, the oversight lawyers? Where are you guys at, man?
Right. Really. Seriously, where are you? Whatever happened to you? How are people signing up to stuff and just not even answering the phone, let alone pick up the ball?
Right. Where you guys at, man? I mean, you claim you're dedicated to helping and taking over the case of the Ashker settlement, and you guys will have very minimal involvement, but you're still on-record attorneys with this case, and I've been in a whole 9 years, which is 4 years longer than the law allows California CDCR to keep a human being in the hole.
And they have no intention.
Solid,
They
right.
have no intention of changing that, huh?
Right. And they flat out said, if you go to trial, if the judge vacates your deal, and you got to go to trial, and it takes another year, 2 or 3, even up to 5, you'll sit right here in the hole. And they got no intentions on having any type of rehabilitation for me or fairness for me at all.
Mm-mm.
None.
Mm-mm.
None. So, I got really irritated, man, and the fucking cops jumped up. I didn't do nothing. I just, I guess I got a little tense and pissed off. And they thought, like, oh, shit, he might do something. I didn't do shit, And I left. That was that. But it shows you guys that they don't give a fuck about the law. They don't care about no policies. They don't give a shit. And they don't care, especially they don't give a shit about my rehabilitation.
So what's the deal? You have
to,
they want you to sign up to be an SNY in order for you to get any other consideration. Is that what's going on here?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
So they're trying to force people, not just me, but others, into going PCSNY or getting off on staff. That's what they're trying to do. And you know what's so fucked up, babe? Staff themselves have told me, and other inmates, that the administration in Sacramento wants inmates to get on them. Yes. So they can give people shoe terms and get these shoes reopened. Yes, I got to call back, babe.
Okay. Wow. They just want it to stay just like that. And they'll use anyone to do it. So he'll be calling right back. If you're new here, and we got 15-minute calls. That's it. And then he's got to call back. Because no, he is not calling from a cell phone. Oh my goodness. All right. I have a little problem with the phone here. We'll be right back. All right, sorry, folks.
Global Tel Link.
All right, you're back.
My goodness.
I know.
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back.
Did it ring earlier, a minute ago?
It rang and then it just hung up. Some kind of like connection problem or something. I don't know. And I guess it only hung up on my
All
side.
right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So that's where we're at, man. And you guys ought to know that they are trying to force people's hands, especially mine, to either act out, react stupid, or they're trying to get motherfuckers to go over there to the other side, and that's out of the question. That's out of the question. I never do that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I threw that in their face today, they kind of laughed, right? That's what they were doing, and it's just like they're trying to give a motherfucker no way out until he does something stupid. Now,
well, wait a
rehabilitation?
minute. Wait a minute. So, what do you mean until he does something stupid? They're giving you a choice, like put yourself in a worse situation, or hurt them and get yourself put in the same situation.
Right. Yeah. That's what they were doing. And then when I told them about the whole world, the psych tech lady, the head psych of the prison, she sits in our committees, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's like 6 people in there in suits.
Uh-huh.
They're all in suits. And she goes, Mr. Daniel, how much time do you have in solitary or the ADSEG shoot? I said, well, you don't know. You didn't do your homework before I come in here? And I just said, okay, well, I got 9 years on this one and 15 on the last one with 10 months in between on the main line. And she just couldn't believe it. Like, what? And she looked over at the staff, at CSP-SAC's head number 2 guy. His name is Johnson, Chief Deputy Warden here at CSP-SAC. And she looked over at him and she just was like, really? And that's when the counselor piped, the head counselor, Merch, he piped in. He goes, well, we didn't do that. We had him out the door to that other fucking lockup unit down there in courtroom. And I said, you're talking about away from my family? Like making it factually impossible to ever see my mother because she's in a wheelchair and damn near factually impossible to ever see my wife? How's that rehabilitation? And then that's where my heart issue started, was in courtroom. That's where you're going to see me? He goes, well, it's not us, it's DRB. And OCS. It's all OCS Sacramento gang units. They're playing games. And, yeah, that's what he said, right there on record. And it's all on tape. It's all on tape. You ain't got to believe me. It's all on tape. So, yeah,
that's
just all that's what they did.
Wrong. All kinds of wrong.
Right. Yeah, but, that's their fucking program, and they're not supposed to make a determination before you go in the committee, ever. But they're so brazen with it, they do.
It seems like that's
they put it out there.
That's kind of how they deal with you exclusively.
Right. Yep. We got any folks in the chat?
Yes. There's a few, but none of them are speaking. Mm-hmm.
Speak up, folks. Get involved, man. Get involved.
Mm-hmm.
So, now check this out. I'm going to tell you, this happened this morning. This happened this very morning. Those of you who know what ADSEG and solitary confinement is, there's 2 different levels of it. You can go to the hole for disciplinary reasons, 115 write-ups, you get in trouble. or you can go to the hole for non-disciplinary reasons, where somebody drops a kite on you, or or it's a fake kite that the cops concocted.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Or falsified something against you called 1030's confidential memo that the cops falsify all the time. All the time. Hector Bravo said they falsify those things all the time. Look at his
Okay, what about
video
them?
called
What
Confidential.
about them?
So,
I'm lost already. Wait.
well, I don't know how you're lost. I just said people can come to the hole for those things. They have no clue why they're in the hole. And well, when you're in the hole, you can become disciplinary or non-disciplinary status. And a guy got jumped on this morning.
So what is it? Okay, here's what does it mean to be non-disciplinary in there?
That means you're in the hole by no fault of your own. You didn't break any rules. You didn't break any law, and you didn't break any policies. That's what it means.
But they're going to put you in there because they are claiming that you're some type of threat, or there's a threat on you.
Threat.
Right.
Right. They always call this thing threat and safety or security to the institution.
Oh, so they don't care about the inmates,
right.
Just the institution itself.
Right. Basically, right. And when you go in a hole and you become that on non-disciplinary, and it could be, like I said, over falsified 1030s or whatever. And you know, they can put you up for transfer. They can keep you there for 90 days. I mean, whatever they decide, whenever they decide, how long they decide, right?
Do you think they're focusing on you for seeking reformation?
Yeah, absolutely. They're focusing in on me because I'm telling the public about their dirty laundry, about their foul-ass corruption, and for their hunger strike participation in my advocacy and change of the system. Yeah, you're damn right. They're focusing in on me for that stuff. And so those are the two dynamics you can be in the hole for. And, well, when you come to the hole non-disciplinary, you're supposed to get everything but one or two little minimal things the main line doesn't get. You're supposed to get it, like all GP property, all GP commissary, everything GP gets, you're supposed to get. And it's by the law, by the Ashker case, it was standardized across the board. Every Act 6 is supposed to be standardized. And other than a few minimal inconveniences in your life, change for a minute. And they're actually supposed to rush you out of here in 21 days and get you back to mainline within 21 days, but they don't do that. That's all crap. So now you're in a hole by no fault of your own. Well, these guys, what they're doing now is the new, in the past 9 months, 8 to 6 months, the new non-disciplinary guys come to the hole. They're taking their tablets. They're taking their communication, family communication apps off the tablets.
Wow.
They're taking their commissary. They're basically, the only thing that makes me different than a disciplinary is this tablet right here, where I can talk to you right here, right now. And a package every quarter. That's it.
And spend more.
And
spend more at the store.
And spend more money at the store, but it's the same commissary list of disciplinary. There's no difference. And this is the only prison that has this, that is this bad. because Salinas Valley, you get the mainline commissary list, you get the packages, you get the participating food sales along with the mainline, and you're getting out of there quick. They're not going to keep you there long. So, this morning they did it to another guy. He was NDS. They took in the committee, and they took his NDS and said that he's not cooperating with the investigation. And he said he don't know nothing to cooperate with any investigation, that he didn't even know why he was in the hole, other than an anonymous note kite was dropped, and he said he may be beat up. That's what he said.
Doesn't that line of punishment kind of sound Gestapo-ish?
Big time. Absolutely.
Like, what war are they fighting? I mean, why are they doing it like this? Why does it have to be this way? What the fuck's
I think
wrong
what's
with
going
them?
on, baby girl, listen to me. Please listen to me. I think what's going on is they know, and they are taking advantage of the hunger strike lawyers not doing their job anymore, giving up on the prisoners that they promised to help fight for. And CDCR recognizes that has now changed, and they are going back into old practices. So this guy I'm telling you about, they give you a document called 114 lockup orders. Why they're bringing you.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And his said, you may be beat up on the yard, so we're putting you in the hole by no fault of your own. Well, when he gets here, he goes to committee, and they take everything. They make him non-disciplinary status. Not non-disciplinary, but disciplinary pending investigation without a 115. And he goes, wait a minute, you guys said I'm non-disciplinary. They go, yeah, well, we changed because you're not participating in the investigation on why you're going to get beat up. He goes, I didn't even know I'm going to get beat up. So how am I supposed to participate in something I don't know anything about? And they took his tablet. They took everything.
Wow.
They want men to make up fake stories and to turn snitch is what they're doing.
They'd rather you lie. They'd rather you lie and fulfill their agenda than just be authentic and wow.
Yep. Right. You can. How's the guy supposed to know about another guy dropping a kite on him, and that he's gonna get beat up? Motherfucker don't know, you know.
So this is therapy then.
To make up a story.
This is their fucking rehabilitation then. This is what they're calling rehabilitation. Right. I don't get it.
Let me tell you, it gets worse. So when he start getting the fucking cops start getting mouthy with him, and he's trying to get to go back in the committee, and because he just realized the cops said they're going to turn your tablet off tomorrow morning. He just realized that, and they wouldn't let him go back in there and talk for his, go argue. Like, what the fuck, man? Why are you going to do this?
Right.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
The cop ended up giving him some lip, like, the pigs do when they run their fucking mouth and a man is cuffed up. They feel all fucking bravo this and tough guy because the man is cuffed, and they dipped him.
Oh my God. So this dude was cuffed when they dipped him? This guy too?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep. But they didn't knock him out though. They didn't. He was hurt. I heard he hit the ground. I could only see his legs. Let me call back. Hang on, babe.
Wow. They just think that's a safe maneuver. Planting some dude's face in the concrete. What the hell? It's crazy. Just crazy. Sickening. And then that's what you guys' tax dollars are paying for. Shenanigans.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right.
All right, I'm back, babe.
You're back.
So they slam him down. Say, stop resisting. They're yelling, stop resisting, stop resisting. But yeah, he's in cuffs. He's on the ground. There is no resisting. It's over. And the counselor finally comes out that room and said something smart ass to him. I couldn't hear exactly what he said. But I hear the captain tell him, next time you'll cooperate with the investigation.
Wow.
And he's like, I don't fucking know nothing, dude. I don't know nothing.
Wow.
And they don't give a fuck. Like, that's not what NDS is supposed to be, folks.
No.
You were supposed to get everything a mainline gets. This is the only prison that is taking everything from a man because he's in the hole by an anonymous kite he got nothing to do with. And that's what the attorneys, the hunger strike lawyers, the Ashker case lawyers are allowing to happen. What happened to you guys, man?
Right.
I'm calling you out on your bullshit, man.
Yeah.
You guys left us fucking hanging, and you don't give a fuck? Like, what happened to you people, man? Like, we fucking need you guys back in this fight, man. You can't turn and run during a breach of contract of your settlement on my name. During a breach of contract on your settlement, and you do nothing. You do nothing. But bamboozle the public and put out your all for one, whatever newspaper that's called, and you're not doing nothing. Like, what the fuck is really going on, man? So, but anyway, that's what they're doing here. New folks from CSP-SAC. They are taking dude shit because they don't know nothing. They want IGI and prison administration. They want them to lie. They want them to cooperate.
Wasn't that paper? Wasn't that organization? All of Us or None, basically for the hunger strikers. Didn't they like?
Yep.
Come from the hunger strikers, and now they're busy playing fucking DEI bullshit.
Yep.
And fuck the hunger strikers.
Right. Fuck the hunger strikers. Not just that, but fuck what we did. Fuck our efforts. Me and you, what do we do, man? We notified thousands of people. Mm-hmm. We got thousands of people involved on the streets of the hunger strike to spread the word and to call assembly people, Congress, Senate, and let the world know. We did our part, and yet they can't help fight, you know?
Right.
And Jules LaBelle, I'll call him out. Jules LaBelle promised me, after my federal case was concluded, that he would help me against CDCR because he knew they were going to fucking do what they're doing to me right now. Mm-hmm. A year and a half ago, 2 years ago, he knew that they were going to do this to me of some sort. And he promised to help me once my federal case was concluded. Well, that got concluded. It was over for a long time, for like a year. And I tried to get at him. He didn't do shit for me, man. He said it's over with, it's done, but it's not because the ruling in Ninth Circuit said there's still going to be minimal involvement to make sure that the settlement is upheld. Well, here I am. Part of the settlement's 5 years in the hole. Any human can't be in the hole 5 years. Well, I've been in the hole 9 years, folks. 9. And it's still going on. And if they vacate my deal, according to what committee told me today, I could be in a hole another 3 to 5 years.
Wow.
5 years, whatever. Because they don't got no plans on taking me nowhere. Now, once the court case ends, then they're going to move me to a bullshit unit down there in Corcoran, way away from my family. Yep. So, anyways, let's move on. You got any comments on there, babe? Questions before I go into this next issue? Because it's a good one. I'm dying to get into it.
You know, and it's interesting
Okay.
too because they're going to put you there whether you win or lose.
Right. It's terrible. But
It is terrible.
okay, so there's been a lot of shitness on this California Uncensored, folks, and I want to point something out. We heard this thing last night about some visiting policy changes they're trying to push for, and at this prison, this Associate Warden Garcia, he had stopped them using the cameras in the visiting room, and this California Uncensored entity was saying that they're putting the prison in jeopardy and policy in jeopardy, this, that, and the other. But what the guy didn't tell you on that video he did, California Uncensored, about that Associate Warden Garcia, was this. The reason why they stopped using them cameras at that prison was because 2 officers would use the camera to zoom in on a woman's private parts and then make fun of it and then talk about it on camera.
Wow.
On body camera. And
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
and then share the video, the zoom in parts, with their friends
Wow.
at another institution. And one of them was caught saying, I'm going to go get at that chick in the parking lot. Fuck this inmate. She'll get with me.
Wow.
She'll give me action. And he did. And she reported him, if I remember right. So folks, look. Don't believe everything that California Uncensored is saying, because he's lying and he's omitting serious facts to the story, right?
Right.
We've always been able to hold hands with our loved ones and sit side by side and talk,
Mm-hmm.
and hold hands and walk around holding hands, or embrace and hug and kiss your wife, or hug your kids and stuff, whatever. And now I understand why that Associate Warden would stop using that camera, at least until they got some people in there that had a little bit of integrity and weren't disgusting sexual predator pigs.
No, but they'd rather change policy for safety than fucking fix the problem.
Right. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I don't want my woman's stuff being zoomed in on,
No
and
thanks.
then spoken about in a foul sexual manner by a couple of cops.
Nope, thanks.
So someone busted them. I think OIA busted them, went back, looked at the videos, and them dumb fucking pigs saved it or did whatever, and I don't know how they busted them, but they busted them. And so the AW put the memo out there until further notice that this thing is not being utilized, because those cameras got zoom lenses and all that crap, and they were doing foul shit to women, unknowingly to the woman or visitors.
That's crazy.
Hang on, huh? Yep. Yeah, that's insane. But, baby girl, that just goes to show the public and you and everybody, what you already know, that they only report stuff that helps their agenda. whatever it may be, and they leave out facts that would probably shape your opinion a little bit different. And in that instance right there, you fucking ain't right. That guy did the right thing by stopping those cameras from being utilized in a sexual manner by their officers in that visiting room. Yeah, so I just wanted to touch on that. Well, hammer on that, because that's wrong, right, baby?
Right. So Jim Babaluba had something to say here. I don't know who you are. He said holding hands kind of gay. Yeah, but we're not talking about two men, Jim Bubala. No, we're talking about a man and a wife spending time together,
Right.
holding hands, or the kids.
Right.
You're kind of gay, Jim Bubala. So.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, but in the visiting room, we've always been able to hold our wife's hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hug our kids, embrace our wife, and have a visit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Respect.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Keeping everything respectful and shit like that, But them cops went way above and beyond anything they were supposed to do. So with that said, I'll move on. But just understand that, folks. There's always something further behind that dude California uncensored bullshit, because he reported that and he didn't report why that memo came out by that A.W. Garcia. The why to it. So
Extra digits violation.
yeah, imagine that. You see, they don't want me.
Yeah, well, they really do want to keep people from knowing the truth. What's wrong with the truth, huh? If you don't have anything to hide, you don't have to worry about it. But if you're gonna be, icky, you might want to keep things under wrap a little bit. Yeah, so we know you're icky. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Right.
You see that? Y'all see that, babe? They don't want me on this tablet telling y'all the truth. I didn't touch no phone digits on my tablet.
Neither
Just
did I.
sitting on my desk.
Neither did I.
So
extra
that
digits.
shows you guys they got something to hide, right? They're scared of transparency.
God forbid.
Right?
Right. Right.
Okay, so also there was a thing that came out the other day. Me and my wife were talking about the gladiator fights in this juvenile hall down south. I don't know the name of it, but was it L.A.?
Yeah, it was.
Was it in L.A. maybe?
I can't remember the name, but everybody knows about it. The thing is, it shouldn't be
Yeah,
happening.
it
shouldn't be happening at
all over the
any
place.
youth facility. No,
So
no,
those of you
doesn't
who
matter. You doing this at a youth facility, you are a piece of shit. Go ahead, honey.
those of you don't know, the prison system, the county jails, the youth authority, the staff have been known to set up gladiator fights for their amusement and their vets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess recently it's been discovered and charges were pressed on 30 officers from a juvenile hall down south. And, it finally came out. And this is not an isolated trip. What you guys got to understand is this happens on a bigger level in CDCR as well, but not so brazen as that one was, or as the courtroom fights in 93, 94.
Mm-hmm.
What they'll do is, so I keep hearing about that dude Snoop and how they set him up, right? And he came here and he told me and my partner Ronnie that they put him on a yard, even though he's SOY, they put him on a yard with a known enemy of his.
Wow.
That he had a conspiracy against a 115 3 years prior. So 3 years prior, they gave Snoop a shoe turn for a conspiracy against an alleged victim. He did 3 years shoe, and then after his shoe turn, they kicked him out to a yard with the same guy.
Okay.
And I guess one thing led to another.
Well, so how is that any different than lying about shit that didn't happen?
Right. It's not any different. It's just done a little bit different than 20 cops being involved and sitting there watching a gladiator fight with two people. Right?
Right.
So it's being done by their moves on the computers, right? It's being done at a higher level and, that type of shit. And I've seen it done many, many years now.
Okay, so it's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing,
right?
And they forgot where they were. No, these are fucking kids, you assholes. They're kids.
Right?
Why?
Right, these are fucking kids, man. The juvenile hall thing is kids, man. And whoever thinks that's cool, you're a piece of shit, punk. Straight up. You're a piece of shit, punk.
And 30 of them.
And I'll tell you that to your face. I'll tell you that to your face, partner.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And the director's trying to say he knows nothing about it. Well, if that's the case, then maybe you're not the man for the job because you should have your finger on the pulse, not sitting up there.
How about taking these cops? How about taking the cops and having them go fight each other and letting everybody else bet on it, right? Forcing them to fight each other, right? But they're going to force these 12 and 13-year-old kids to fight each other? Would you have your daughter go out and fight? Or your son go out and fight somebody, and just cockfight them? Go out there and fight them like they're fucking roosters? You cool with that? Then you're a piece of shit, man. So in that type of environment, you got these kids in juvenile hall, they're being set up to fight like that. That's highly fucking disgusting, man. Whoever likes that is a punk. Straight up, you're a fucking punk.
It horrifies me to think that my child or my kids would be in that situation. It horrifies me. And
not only that, right? It happens in the prison level. On the adult side, right?
Right. No, I hear what you're saying. They do these setups. And now instead of having like theater like they used to in old Corcoran, right? They got this. They got this subtle way of doing it through manipulation.
Now you got it.
And they don't care where the set is. I wish people would take a big giant step back and look at how these people treat prison, because to me it's no different than a bunch of scientists standing over a maze box watching the rats.
Right. That's exactly what they're doing. Now, I know most people, man, with any type of integrity would never ever want their kid, their own flesh and blood. You got a 12-year-old kid out there fighting a 17-year-old boy.
That's
17-year-old young man. Come on, man. Like, on any level, because now you're trying to create a killer, right? And I heard another video that said that's how killers are created. And it is. That's, now you're teaching these kids that that's appropriate and that's cool to do. And the kid feels good about it because they just gave him high fives on the video. Well, I guess they got a video of it. And it's like, come on, dude, that's no way cool at all. Why don't you help educate them youngsters, man? Why don't you show them a better way of being? Show them how, maybe you can find something good in their life that might help that kid for the rest of his life. I mean, it's never too late, man. These kids are kids, and it's like to do that to a kid and think that's appropriate or that's okay or acceptable, you're a punk, man. You're a stone cold punk. Straight up. But yeah, I wanted to touch on that, babe, because it's disgusting, But it's what they do. It's what they do. And it's being done in prison on a higher level, but like you said, in a more subtle manner. It's not so brazen where you got in a gladiator arena no more than 20 cops sitting around betting, and then at the end of the fight, the gunner shoots the Mini 14 and blows the fucking head off a man who was fighting. Right? That's not cool.
No.
That's not cool.
No.
But anyway, so, yeah, we touched on that. I just wanted to get on that real quick, baby. Is there any comments or questions on it?
Yeah, Roy Roach popped in and says, good afternoon, folks. Just tuning in. I hope you guys are having a good day. Though the CDCR sounds like they try their best to cause you grief. It's good to see it ain't working. Well.
Right. So what's up, Roy Roach? We send our best to you, brother. I hope you're well. Thank you for popping in on this, man. Keep spreading the message, my friend. Hit the like button and share it, man. Thank you again for everything, man. Join the conversation. They are. CDCR, they got plans on keeping me in the hole as long as my case goes on. My federal case, they admitted it. They don't care. There's no oversight for these fucking worms. And that's just where we're at. And we've gotten it, Ashker attorneys many times. They are, they do not do as they say they are. So, and the CDCR is in breach of the contract between the Ashker settlement, but they agreed. And so, it's a winnable lawsuit. It's a winnable lawsuit. Another one. Another one. Right, baby? Right. So, I know this officer, man. I'll keep his name on the down low. I won't say his name. I ain't going to do that. He was telling me this morning, baby girl, that he was offered to go to Sea Yard and work for overtime or come back here. And usually a cop likes to go out there and work the GP yard, right? Well, he said, man, I ain't going over that place. There's too many politics amongst my colleague staff members.
Wow.
And I said, really? He goes, man, you guys think you guys play politics? Shit. Them people, our staff on CR, that's all they do is politic, like they're prisoners. And I told you guys this before. They are rapidly playing prisoner politics like you wouldn't believe, man.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
And they've done crossed that line many times, man.
Yeah.
Many times. Huh. And it's disgusting. But yeah, I've known it for a long time. And they know I know it, and that's why they retaliate against me, keeping me in the hole, away from my family, away from my friends and homeboys, because they want to keep me isolated, suppressed, and bogged under the prison. That's what they're doing, and it's all retaliation for this transparency, me letting you guys know the truth, my participation in advocating for my GP friends and good folks of integrity, and not breaking their souls and selling their soul to the devil. So, and they don't like that. CDCR cannot stand that they cannot break me. and they're planning on leaving me in the hole another 4 or 5 years, hoping that that's a little bit more time. And that'll never happen. That's never going to happen. I'm never going to break. So, but they're trying. They're trying. They're trying to force my hand. They're trying to force my hand. They know that I know it. That's the weird thing.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Yep, they know I know it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like
So,
Baxter's up. So
He's up.
he's up. He's up.
He's up. That's good.
Yeah. No, my dog's not doing too well, and so, honey, we gotta cut this short.
All right. Well, you guys will leave this one here. Baby girl dictates, so we'll call this one in.
Well, what?
I send my best to the worthy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Huh?
Yeah. No, we're good.
Yeah.
You got time to say goodbye.
All right. I send my best to the worthy, man. You guys know who you are. Share it, like it, pass it along. And this was a shorty. We just wanted to fill you guys in on, take care, and I send mine to the solid, man. Stay solid. Till next time.
Well, you got it. I didn't think they could have been off sooner than not. And you all have a wonderful rest of your day.